In today's video, I am going to teach you how to make a windrose in Excel. To follow along, you should already have a summary table in your worksheet. This table contains the information you need for the wind direction and wind speed increments, and we will use it to build the windrose chart. First, select your complete summary table range from cells A1 through E9. Take a moment to make sure you highlight the entire table, including the headers and all the data values that belong to the windrose. Excel needs the full range so the chart can pull the correct categories and series. Once the entire range is highlighted, you are ready for the next part, where you will insert the chart type. Now click the Insert tab on the top ribbon menu. This is where Excel gathers its chart tools, and it is the starting point for building most visualizations. After you open the Insert tab, you will look for the Charts group. In that area, you will find the button for creating a chart, which will show you different options. Next, click the Waterfall or Stock Chart button icon in the Charts group. You might see a drop-down or a menu expand from that icon, depending on your Excel version. The important thing is that this menu leads you to specialized chart choices. Windrose charts are typically created using a radar-style chart, so this is the path we want to take. Once the drop-down menu appears, select Radar from the menu options. Then specifically choose the Filled Radar Style icon. The filled style is helpful because it visually emphasizes the plotted data, which makes the windrose easier to read. As soon as you select that chart style, Excel will create a new chart on the sheet using the selected data range. At this point, your windrose chart grid and labels may not yet look exactly right. That is normal, because the default axis settings often need adjustment for wind speed increments. So the next step is to refine the axis so your chart displays the data in the correct intervals. Now right-click the circular chart grid lines and select Format Axis. This opens the axis formatting options, allowing you to control how the values are grouped and displayed. When you see the Format Axis panel or window, you will focus on the Axis Options area. This is where you tell Excel what interval bounds to use for the scale. Finally, set the Axis Options interval bounds to organize your wind speed increments. Choose values that match the wind speed categories represented in your summary table, so each ring or band corresponds to a meaningful increment. Take care to select an interval that produces clear steps on the radial scale, rather than one that is too wide or too narrow. If your data uses small increments, you want a tighter interval. If your data uses larger increments, you want a larger step size. After you set the interval bounds, review the chart one more time. Check that the rings on the radar chart align neatly with the wind speed increments you intended. If anything looks off, you can return to Format Axis and adjust the interval bounds again until the chart looks consistent and readable. That covers everything you need to know, and that is all there is to it.